Hi, my name is Henning Molfenter. I work as a producer and as a managing director at Studio Babelsberg Motion Pictures, which is a production, co-production and a production services company. Originally, I was born in southern Germany, in Stuttgart, and I went to university in London and to Columbia University of New York. And I started my career in the US film industry as a runner PA, and then worked my way all the way up to production manager, production supervisor, and now producer. My first movie here at Babelsberg was Roman Polanski's The Pianist in 2000, and I've been here for the past 8 years. It's a studio with a long history. If you walk outside the gate, you take a left and you take a right, and that's where the Berlin Wall was 20 years ago. It's an interesting place because you know, before the wall came down, there were 3,500 people employed here. It was a full-on, big-time, you know, studio with a lot of employees, and you know, this obviously had to change. And now it's a much smaller operation. It's not supported, it's not owned by the state or by the government. It's privately owned. It's one of the best places when it comes to filmmaking on a large scale. And I think the past couple of years show the success of more and more films coming here. You know, small projects, big projects, successful projects, very successful projects. Films like Valkyrie, The Reader, Inglourious Basterds, and many more. When I came here, I found a great place, but I had the feeling it is important to build on the structure. You had good people here, but they were not connected to the world of international filmmaking, of how co-productions work, how you integrate crews from different countries into the Babelsberg system. So that was the task. You know, there's a strong contact between us, between Berlin, between the Memphis Film Commission. You know, we'll talk about project. There's a big exchange, you know, on the international film festival circuit, and there's more than one occasion, you know, where I get the call and people ask me, you know, where would you shoot, you know, what sequence, and you know, there's more than one occasion where I have recommended and where I will recommend Memphis. I was there in '96, '97. Stayed in downtown Memphis, had a beautiful apartment. Everything was in walking distance, and you know, walking distance to the office, and I just had a wonderful experience. The first project I worked on in the art department, construction department, was The People vs. Larry Flynt. After that, we did smaller films and a couple of commercials and some smaller films for German television. And we also shot, I think, parts of Man on the Moon. I'm not quite sure, it's been a while, but Memphis is a great film city. Memphis is a good place because of the variety of the locations you can find there. You know, it's always locations and the people who live there. So first you can find nature, you can find a city, a modern city, you can find a lot of history, and then you have a film-friendly people giving you all the support and all the help you need. You have great crews there, you have experienced people, so you know, I would come back there anytime. Often we get the projects with a more European flavor, you know, which then shoot here everything, and you know, sometimes you send a second unit to other countries, to the United States. Most interesting thing is when you get a screenplay and you look at it and you have a week to think about it, how to best do it, which people to attach, and when you then first talk to the director and to the producer and the production designer, when you start creating. But then the best part of the job is when, after a year or two of planning, you come to the location the first day, the trucks roll in and you start shooting. That's obviously the best. Much better than the premiere.